Our Italian adventure continues, boots on the ground, literally, getting to the bottom of the best bubbly in Italy. But first, a quick visit to Venice for a taste of the local life. We're here in Venice at a local Bacaro. Bacaro is specific to Venice. It means bar. We are having cicchetti. Cicchetti is Venetian's take on tapas. Elisabetta, holy smokes. First of all, did I say Bacaro correctly?
Yes, exactly.
And
what does
it mean, Bacaro?
Bacaro is from Bacchus place. So a special place where you can enjoy wine, you can enjoy the friendship, you can enjoy good food like this.
These are like little snacks. They'll have them in the morning, they'll have them in the afternoon. You get a glass of local white wine. I love it because they call it a shadow.
Yeah.
What is this expression? This is a shadow.
Exactly. It means a little bit, more or less, of wine.
So they have a little expression that says, let's go drink a shadow.
Yes.
I don't know how to say this in Venetian or Italian. Do you know, Elisabetta?
Yes.
How do we say it?
Andiamo a ber un'ombra.
Again.
Andiamo a ber un'ombra.
Un'ombra. Let's go drink a shadow.
Yeah.
Another thing that Venice is famous for, it is the birthplace of the Bellini. Is this correct?
Yes,
right? I learned this.
Yes, it's another famous drink, cocktail, born here, invented here in Venice.
Bellinis, of course, are made from Prosecco. I am here to learn all about Prosecco. We're going to give you a taste of some of the best Prosecco in the world. And Prosecco, as we know it today, was actually born, the birthplace was in Conigliano, and we're going to investigate. But first, we must have a cheers. Before we move on, Elisabetta, I want to thank you for your...
Yes, let's have a cheer.
For showing me the ropes.
To your health. Welcome again here.
And also another thing is famous here. It's called ciao. You told me. Tell me the ciao.
Ciao. Yes. It's another famous word all over the world. And the meaning is from an ancient, very old Venetian word, scavo. It means, I am your servant.
Oh, Elisabetta, I am your servant. It was pay me in Prosecco. Less than an hour away from one of the most famous cities in the world, you'll find the home of the world's best Prosecco. Prosecco Superiore, DOCG's top-tier wines come from these historic hillsides, with Rive and Cartizze taking your taste to new heights.
So Cartizze and Rive means the top quality of the Superiore, Conegliano Valdobbiadene, DOCG. The area we have here, where we have a specific terroir, that means the soil, the exposition, give to the grape more aroma and higher quality. The Glera is the variety that is used for the Conegliano Valdobbiadene Superior. Then in the Valdobbiadene Conegliano we have other different autochthone variety, that is Pereira, Verdiso and Bianchetta.
We're standing in a vineyard where the best Prosecco in the world comes from. This is a Cartizze vineyard. It is the Grand Cru of the Prosecco DOCG. Veronica, nice to see you. What a glorious day it is here today. So tell folks at home, what the heck is Cartizze?
Cartizze is this area, round area near Valdobbiadene. Is 106 hectares in total. So special and unique because here there is a complexity of minerality in the soil and also the position, because as you can see we have the sea in front of us and the mountains behind us. The mountains are like shoulders that protect this big vineyard, 106 hectares, are spread it into 100 growners. So it's very particular, it's very spread, it's very small, the area. So the production also is not many bottles.
So if someone looks at a bottle, it's going to say Cartizze on the bottle when they get it.
Yes, so Cartizze is the name of the hill. The grapes that are planted is always Clara, like the other part of Valdobbiadene. But what is different is the name of that hill. This is very important to know. From this hill, we can reach more or less 1 million bottles for all the area.
Sometimes in the United States, we just think Prosecco, and we don't really think about the individual distinctions of Prosecco. Obviously, Prosecco DOCG from Cartizze, it's the highest.
Yes,
so talk a little bit about the difference.
Yes, it's like a cru, for example, if we compare with Champagne area. It's like our cru, so it's a selection as the river are.
Veronica, I'm going to ask you the hardest question of the entire day. Why do you think Americans love Italian wine?
Prosecco is the wine for the parties, so I think it is the best way to stay together with friends. Easy to drink, but at the same time it's very complex. For Cartizze, you always say you match a glass of Cartizze with another glass of Cartizze.
Perfect. Cartizze pairs perfectly with Cartizze.
Yes.
Since 2009, that there was this big revolution on the Prosecco world, Rive is something new and different from a Conegliano and Valdobbiadene, because our tradition is to mix the different styles and terroirs from the areas. Originally, Rive comes from our local dialect, and it means our steepy vineyards on the high up on the hills. But it's even more Rive. Rive is a magic word because it explains what the idea about the terroir that we have. The 43 micro areas that we call Rive are in the original area where is born the Prosecco, the Conegliano and Valdobbiadene, and they are the distinctive expression of different terroirs that we have in this area. Rive are different by the area, so we can talk about the east part, and we are talking about the fruitness. The northern area, we are talking about more acidity and more minerality. In the middle of the Conegliano and Valdobbiadene, all the Rive are mixed with fruitness and the flower flavors. And the western area, we are talking about the flowers. Rive are an example of the biodiversity that we have here. You can recognize, because on the label you can see this appellation, the Conegliano and Valdobbiadene Prosecco Superiore, with the name Rive and the name of the village or the hamlet that comes from. Also, there is the vintage shown on the label.
The Prosecco is a very special kind of sparkling wine because mostly the Conegliano Valdobbiadene that came from those hills has a good acidity. In that way, as is sparkling wine, is good to be matched with food. Italian cuisine, we have first dishes, sometimes with the Prosecco is very matched good, and mostly with the fish that is soft, and the Prosecco with the creamy, with the acidity, clean very well the mouth, and you want to eat some more and drink some more.
Giving you a taste of typical cuisine of this region. We're in a room called the cantina. At home, we call this the wine cellar.
Also, Marco brings us a vegetable that is very common from the spring, is the asparagus. We have in these dishes a white asparagus and in this one a green asparagus.
I love this, Veronica, because you are so brave. In the United States, we think asparagus is like the hardest thing to pair with
Really?
wine. Yes, we think that and an artichoke. But you have a fantastic pairing here. Talk to us about it. It's Prosecco Superiore pairing.
Yes, the Prosecco Superiore is perfect for this kind of dishes because it's vegetables. So with vegetables, the Prosecco in brut version is the best one. And here we have two dishes that are like an appetizer or an aperitif with friends.
And one of the things that I love about Prosecco DOCG, Prosecco Superiore, finding out those are the same thing, and Prosecco in general is it does pair very well with food.
Yes, Prosecco is perfect because clean your mouth and at the same time gives sapidity. So involved you to also taste the second dishes or something like that because clean your mouth, so it's perfect.
Brindisi. Cheers to, here we go, I'm going to try it again. Conigliano, Valdobbiadene, Prosecco Superiore, DOCG!